Have you ever felt like your boat had a mind of its own? Well, that's exactly what happened to me during one of my adventures in Roblox Build a Boat for Treasure. It started out like any other day, sailing the seas looking for sunken treasure. But little did I know, my boat had plans of its own. I was struggling to control her as she bounced from wave to wave, zigzagging all over the place. The steering wheel spun furiously in my hands, but nothing I did seemed to work. My boat had gone rogue. I held on for dear life as she picked up speed, crashing through the water towards some mysterious destination. That's when it happened. We were airborne. Soaring high above the sea, I watched helplessly as the distant shoreline grew smaller beneath us. Where was she taking me? And more importantly, how would I get her to turn around? This boat had will of her own, and I was in for the ride of my life. Before I knew it, we had crashed back down to earth on dry land. My boat was now a speedboat, zooming across forests and fields. Trees and rocks whipped past in a blur. How would I ever slow her down? I said a quick prayer as we barreled towards, what? The edge of a cliff. In that moment, I knew I had to take action, or this could be the end of the line for me and my boat. It was time to take back control if I could. My heart was pounding as the cliff's edge grew dangerously close. In a last-ditch effort, I threw all my weight against the steering wheel. The boat leaned hard to one side as she briefly fought my control. Would it be enough to divert her path? We had mere moments before soaring off into open air. Through sheer force of will, I wrestled the wheel with every ounce of strength I had left. Slowly but surely, she began to turn. And with a spray of water, we scraped past the rock face and back out to sea. I slumped over, exhausted but alive. My rogue boat had challenged me like never before. As the adrenaline began to fade, I eyed her suspiciously. What had come over her? And what other surprises might she have in store? One thing was for sure, our adventures together were never dull. I smiled, patting the wheel affectionately. You sure know how to keep me on my toes, old girl. Now, let's find that treasure.